policy and an AI dividend. This guy is just a moron. And the Democrats are throwing literally everything they possibly can against the wall. It's Buttigieg. It was Stephen A. Smith. It was Jasmine Crockett. They have literally no bench. I want to see a good Democrat.
Shannon Sharp. I think Shannon Sharp has a Democratic future.
Speaking of booty juice, yeah. I would love to see a more moderate Democrat. I just don't know if they have any. You could say Fetterman was. He was more of like a common sense guy. But he's also like super crazy pro-Israel. And I don't want any of those politicians anymore. Trump, you take his Israel stuff, the good with the bad, but like I don't want a guy that's got one eye on Israel. You know, I just don't know if there are any Democrats that represent the working class anymore. But I would like to see them run because I think they would do well, especially in like Democrat strongholds. If Pete Buttigieg can't lose his seat, I sure would prefer a more moderate Democrat than these like, you know, baby buying losers like Pete Buttigieg. This guy was essentially, he got enough votes so that Joe Biden gave him this Secretary of Transportation position. He never earned it. He didn't know anything about transportation, and he's been a complete unmitigated disaster. Ask him what's going on in what's in Ohio? What's a city in Ohio? Where the train derailed and spilled all those chemicals. Has he done anything with
East Palestine?
East Palestine, yeah. He was probably like, "Oh, Palestine, I don't want to support." You know, I'm all for Palestine. Then he found out it was in America and was like, "Oh, I don't know." Like, I can't support him.
What do you think they're going to be running with here? What do you think's going on in the mindset? Or do you think this is orchestrated, or do you think this is just the people demanding these types of people to be put in there?
I think this is orchestrated. I think they're trying to see if any of these people can get any kind of, you know, forward momentum in any way. So that's why they ran out Gavin Newsom, fail. They ran out Pete Buttigieg, fail. Stephen A. Smith, fail. Fetterman, fail. All these people did the talk show circuit. I think they're going to run Kamala Harris again. I really think they're gonna. I think they're gonna run back Kamala Harris, but I do think they don't want to. I think they're trying to find another candidate that might not be so divisive.
Do you think AOC might be the person?
No way. AOC is too divisive.
Look at the rallies that they're doing with Bernie Sanders.
Bernie always has big rallies. You know, AOC can have a big rally in a college town. You know, like Bernie grifted a lot of money, but cucked out the second he could to Hillary Clinton because he was never going to win. AOC is never going to win. I think they can raise a lot of money. I think they can use that money and the votes, just like Bernie did, to get more power in D.C. But nobody's voting. First of all, running another woman candidate, do they want to go 0 for 3? Do they want to go 0 for 3 on woman candidates? I don't think so. I think they're going to go back to a man. And they're not going to run Pete Buttigieg because, you know, he's not going to have the widespread appeal.
He's sort of like a woman.
He's sort of like a woman. There's still a lot of Democrats that aren't going to vote for a gay guy. I mean, that's a Democrats don't want you to know that. But right now, I think they're just desperately trying to find somebody. AOC might be. I mean, if they ran AOC, they would 100% lose the election. But that doesn't mean they won't run her. I guess is my answer.
I'm kind of rooting for a Fetterman Biden ticket.
Run back Biden? Yeah. I mean, why not?
Run back Biden. I mean, he would have done better than Kamala.
Yeah, he would have.
I think Kamala's a disaster. I don't see them running disaster. I see them trying something new. But
I think if they ran Kamala again, she would get less votes.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting because, you know, the population is changing so dramatically. I mean, there's so many older people that are just passing away, and there's a lot less younger people.
Yep.
So they have to play towards kind of our demographic a little bit here.
Yep.
And our demographic, I think, overwhelmingly, the last election wants populism, wants people who actually are sound and rational, unless they're single cat ladies. I mean, they could just go for broke, being like, we just got to get all the cat ladies. Jill Biden. Jill Biden could run. What about her? That's a great one.
Jill Biden, Dr. Jill Biden. You put some respect on that name.
Oh, snap.
She could be a dark horse.
Yeah.
She could be a dark horse. I
already have my Kamala 2028 shirt out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it. I'll put it in the private chat just so you could see my slogan.
I have seen it. I'll throw it up there.
I think this right here is what America needs and wants more than ever. And I think this is going to be the rallying call that left that will galvanize so many people together.
Yeah, I'm a big Hennessy guy too myself. So I mean, she's got me there. I think
this right here, I think that right there is the winning ticket. Get some fat old pathetic soy boy white guy in there too. Let's run it back again, please.
I think what will help the Democrats is when Trump ends the war between Israel and Palestine, because the Democrats won't have to run on who's pro-Palestine and who's not. I think that's ultimately, other than Kamala's gaffes, was the single biggest reason the Democrats lost. Kamala, people don't want to agree with this, but I mean, maybe it's a hot take. I think Kamala had a chance if she picked Josh Shapiro. She picked Tim Walz because having Shapiro would have given her a chance in Pennsylvania. I think ultimately Trump probably still would have won, but it would have been closer. I think she had a chance, but she wouldn't come. She was completely hamstrung by doing interviews, because if anyone asked her about Israel versus Palestine, she would have lost worse, because she would have had a mealy-mouthed answer. If she came out pro-Palestine, all the Jews in the Democrat Party wouldn't have voted for her. I think the Israel-Palestine conflict really hamstrung the Democrats. So if that is still going on at the midterms, it's going to hurt them again. Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be interesting because
J.B. Pritzker, that's a good call. That's a good dark hippo. I don't like it. Big Mike does not want to run. Like, people keep saying Big Mike, no shot.
Yeah.
I'm sure they asked her. Yeah, now that she has 4 years to prepare, maybe
testing the waters with her podcast. But I think we found out, is she still doing the podcast? Did they quit? Did they stop doing it? Hold on, I need to see this.
Yeah, it was one of the most embarrassing.
A Brotherly Love or something?
Brotherly family. It was something like that, though. It was something like that. Yeah. By the way, hey, if you're watching right now on the Rumble homepage, or you're just a casual viewer on Rumble, click that follow button right now. Make sure you follow so you get notified when we go live. There was a glitch today where Rumble wasn't telling people, and we started off the show with only like 4,000 or 5,000 viewers. Now we're at 30,000. Yeah, her first podcast came out, and
oh no, they're still releasing videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the viewership isn't that good.